India and Pakistan agreed to a ceasefire that we've been talking about. It was initiated by Pakistan itself. We told you the reasons why as well. The truce came into effect at 5 in the evening on Saturday, yesterday. Hours after Indian missiles hit multiple military targets, including 8 key air bases in Pakistan. However, this ceasefire didn't last long. Pakistan resorted to shelling along the LOC at multiple locations just after 3 hours. Meanwhile, sources have told India today that the ceasefire with Pakistan is a conditional one, and there is no change in India's position on the suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty, for example. Sources have also said that the United States played a role in de-escalation by placing direct pressure on Pakistan and linking the provisional release of 1 billion International Monetary Fund loan to immediate acceptance of the ceasefire, with the remainder contingent on full compliance. Now that Pakistan has violated ceasefire, it remains to be seen how the US will respond. They've called it a beautiful partnership, etc. But what next? India today has also learned that the United States has formally acknowledged India's revised war doctrine that stipulates that any future terror attack is going to be treated as an act of war. All right, and also to tell our viewers that the ceasefire agreement doesn't mean that there will be any change as far as our own position vis-a-vis the Indus Water Treaty is concerned. There will be no water relief for Pakistan. The Indus Water Treaty is going to continue to remain in abeyance. India won't be sharing hydrological information with Pakistan just yet. Our position remains the same. India to continue building infrastructure projects on 3 northern rivers is what our sources within the government are indicating. Asim continues to be with us for more on that. Asim, essentially there's been an announcement of ceasefire, but it's conditional is what India has made it very clear. Also, you are coming to us from Amritsar, which was also one of the worst affected areas as far as Pakistan's terror act is concerned. Given the kind of tensions that the villages along the IB have seen here, talk to us about how India again isn't taking any chances when it comes to heightened security in this area, given the deceptive nature of the country we're dealing with.
Well, definitely, because Pakistan is something which cannot be trusted, and this is the one reason that India is very stiff, very firm, that they will not take any chances. Yes, ceasefire was called in, but then there were misadventures by Pakistan in various areas. This is the reason that India took a very serious stand that this will be treated as an act of war if Pakistan goes further again on violations. India has basically targeted Pakistan for its for backing terrorists, for holding terror camps, and being a nursery of terrorists. So the guard is very high. I'm in the border district of Amritsar. The day before yesterday, we saw the kind of condition which was here. There was heavy drone fire from Pakistan, which was neutralized by the Indian troops, and every drone, every missile was shot down by the Indian troops. But since Punjab has a 553-kilometer long border with Pakistan, the troops are on a high alert. Although, I would like to tell you that this morning also the administration got some input, and this is the reason that around 5:30 a.m. a message came from the district administration that Amritsar has been put on red alert. So despite ceasefire and everything, Amritsar is on a red alert. And the troops and the government is keeping a very close eye across the border, so that if any kind of activity is being done by Pakistan, that will be given a very befitting reply, because India does not compromise when it comes to terrorism. India does not compromise when it comes to somebody attacking our territory. Yeah.
Asim Basi getting in those details to tell our viewers a little about what really happened and how was pressure really put on the rogue nation. America put pressure on Pakistan, making the International Monetary Fund loan release to Pakistan as one of the conditions of the ceasefire. That money is going to be given to you, funding is going to be given, the bailout will come your way, is what US told Pakistan. However, there has to be full compliance as far as ceasefire is concerned. There has to be ceasefire, is what our sources within the government are indicating. Piyush continues to be with us, and so does Shivani. For more on that, Piyush, a quick word from you. This was one of the conditions, is what the government sources within India are indicating, that Pakistan was told if you want the money, if you want the bailout, then there has to be ceasefire, isn't it? Tell us a little more about how this pressure was exercised on Pakistan.
Well, Sneha, you would remember that the very next day of Pahalgam terror attack, India held its a series of meetings. PM Narendra Modi chaired a meeting with top officials of the government. Top mantris were also present in that meeting. And after that, we decided to do a diplomatic strike on Pakistan. There were 6 big decisions. Those were taken, which includes putting Indus Water Treaty in abeyance, sealing the borders, asking all Pakistani nationals to leave the country within 48 hours, and so on and so forth. So multiple decisions were taken by the government, after which we saw how Pakistan got rattled and it started making various statements. Despite having the ceasefire being signed being agreed between both the nations, it is absolutely clear, and top government sources have told us that the Indus Water Treaty, which was put in abeyance, will continue to be in place. The decision those have been taken earlier, there will be no rethink on that. Moreover, only the agreement on ceasefire has been done, and that is also not permanent. And if Pakistan tries to violate, and if there is an act of terror sponsored by Pakistan, then that will be considered as an act of war, and that will be responded accordingly. So the government is very much serious. If you take one step, we are going to take 10 steps against you, and we will ensure that you are punished harder. And that is why the government has made its stance very much clear. As far as the diplomatic actions those were taken against Pakistan, and these actions continue to be in place. And if we have to even rethink about the Indus Water Treaty, then that will be done only and only on Indian terms.